Arabesque arm onto the shoulder, hold, and head down. Eyes up, support the neck, and look under the arm, little lean forwards, good, and flat down on the leg, and hold, head over the shoulder, 1, good, hold. And 1, and hold. Lift the leg off the bar, 1, and turn, and hold. Développé à la seconde, 1, and hold the leg, and fouettez, and arabesque. Allongé, keep the sporting knee straight, 4. Attitude, 1, right. Get back on the bar. 2 retiré, 2 demi-plié with port de bras, and 2, and down, and up, 2, and down, 2, and up.
Minutes before the crash, the pilot had radioed his routine flight report. After that, silence. Our air correspondent says that only a sudden mid-air explosion could account for this. Remnants of wreckage are spread over several miles. Airline officials from Geneva are to carry out on-the-spot investigations.
Ryan Mersack. Hello, how are you?
Good morning, Michelle.
Oh, 1 moment, please. Yes, mate?
When you finish that, will you please bring in the current file?
Oh, Kieron Construction, the British holdings or the personal file?
Personal.
How are you?
We'll have to check out the shareholding. We'll need the company file. It's all right, I'll get it.
I'll see you then. Not before 8, I promise. Oh, look, I must go. Yes. Bye. What? Bye. Excuse me.
We need a company file.
Well, that's not it. That's the overseas investment. The personal file and the company file.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
He holds 5,500 units.
Yes, I have found the cross-reference. Michelle's filing system does mean that you only have to look in one place for all the information.
True.
Ryan Mersack? Who's speaking, please? 1 moment, I'll see if Lemaitre is free.
Yes. Oh, will you put him on? Monsieur Downie? Henri Bersac? Well, I'm very sorry. Please accept my sincere condolences. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed, I understand. Well, naturally, if you insist, I'll get in touch with Anna at once. Yes, of course. Au revoir, Monsieur Downie. Michelle, please bring in the complete file on Madame Ethel Downie-Parl. Well, Hugh, I'm afraid this current business will have to wait. Madame Parl's been killed in a plane crash.
One of your clients?
Yes, I'm her executor. That was her brother on the phone. He's just leaving London Airport. He'll come straight on here from Orly.
Problems?
No, I don't think so. I hold letters of administration on behalf of her 17-year-old daughter. Michelle, is Anna Parl still here in Paris?
Yes, I see her when she comes in for her allowance.
Well, will you phone her and ask her to come here, please?
Oh, I don't think she's on the phone. She shares an apartment with some friends. She's never given us a number.
You got her address?
Yes, of course.
Well, I think you'd better go round and bring her here, please.
Oh, why?
Her mother has been killed. Now, don't say anything to her. Just bring her here, and I'll have to break the news to her.
I see.
Better go right away.
Whether we want to do it privately or through the company. Yes, well, I could see you on Thursday. Fine, okay, Thursday.
Well, it looks as if Anna Parl's going to be a very rich young woman.
Well, what about the father? Is he alive?
Oh, yes. Erich Parl's very much alive.
Here in Paris?
No, Germany when last heard of. Madame Parl divorced him some years ago.
West Germany?
No, East. I don't suppose...
I'm looking for Anna Parl. Oh, Ma! I'm sorry. Anna Parl, does she live here? Yes. Well, can I see her? It's rather urgent.
No, I'm afraid you've come at rather a bad time.
We need you.
Hello. Who are you?
She's looking for Anna.
Is she here?
No, she's out.
She's at her ballet classes.
Well, are you expecting her back?
Oh, yes. They should be almost over for today.
It's important. I'm from her lawyers, Ryan Bersac. Will she come straight back here after her classes?
I really don't know. Why do you want to see her?
That's her business.
Fine. Don't be long, Nicole.
Oh, please, when she comes in, will you ask her to come round to our office? It is important, as soon as she comes in.
All right.
Without fail. Thanks.
There's a full report. Her name is listed. Seems no one escaped.
I wonder if Anna saw that.
I hope not.
So do I.
Well, if she didn't know that her mother was on that plane to London, she's not likely to have read the passenger list. One never does.
Well, that's true.
Mate, would you have a chance to have another look at the current file before I leave?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Fine, then I can deal with the strikers in Geneva.
That family seems to haunt your life.
They do. Morning. Can I help you?
Is Michelle here?
No, I'm afraid she's gone out.
Can I wait?
Yes, of course. Take a seat.
Oh, Michelle. Anna, what are you doing here? You can't been back to the apartment yet?
No, I haven't. I came straight from class. Why?
Oh, nothing. That is Maître Bersac would like to see you.
What for?
He has to tell you that.
I hope it's not a lecture. I only came because I want an advance on my allowance.
I see.
And I thought you could ask him for me.
Oh, yes.
He always makes me feel so nervous.
Yes, yes.
Well, that's all right then, because today I'm feeling so happy and I don't want anyone to spoil it. Mother's going to increase my allowance, so I thought you could let me have a little of it now.
I see. Will you wait a moment? I'll see if Lemaitre can see you.
All right.
Is she here?
Yes, but she doesn't know anything.
Oh, that's good. You've said nothing.
Oh, it's not that. She wasn't at the apartment. She's come of her own accord. She wants an advance on her allowance.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Well, you better show her in.
Anna?
Oh, come in, Anna. How are you?
Very well.
That's good. Can you come and sit down?
Mother wrote and said she'd agreed
Yes,
to...
yes, I know. Anna, I'm afraid I've got some very bad news.
Bad?
Yes, I'm afraid it's about your mother. She's been killed in a plane crash on her way to London.
No.
We only heard today. It happened yesterday.
Not the plane crash in the papers.
Yes.
But that's ridiculous. No, it can't be. I mean, I read about it in the metro over the shoulder of the man next to me.
I'm sorry.
Are you certain?
Yes.
I mean, was everyone...
Yes.
No, I can't believe it. Not Mother, I mean, I only came here because I wanted an advance on my allowance. I wouldn't have come here otherwise. That's all I came for.
I didn't know who she was, poor girl.
When I saw her, I thought she must have read about it. Then I realized she'd
Quite.
been in.
Well, her uncle is flying in from London.
The man who rang and told us about the crash.
Yes, Hugo Downie. He should be arriving at Orly soon. Might be better to have a car to meet him.
Very well. Will you come straight here?
Yes, that might be best.
Hugh, I'm taking Anna home now. Tilda can look after her for the time being.
How is she?
Hasn't really taken it in yet. Michelle, as soon as Mr. Downie arrives, will you please send him straight round to us?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Well, at least the relatives are rallying around.
Well, I'm not so sure. I think the girl was just an afterthought. He's more interested in the business side of it.
Business?
Yes, the family firm is Downie Neutronics. He and Madame Powell held most of the equity between them. Oh. Well, when do you have to leave, then?
Well, I have to be at the airport by 1:30. You don't want me to stay and help out with the Downie?
Oh, good heavens, no, there are no problems that I can see. No, you settle up that current business. Look, here's the file, by the way, and I've made 1 or 2 notes.
Thank you, mate. I'll phone you as soon as I've sorted it out.
Right. Well, I'll take Anna now. Have a pleasant trip.
Thank you, mate.
Anything else you need?
No, thank you. Have you arranged the car for Downie?
Yes, Downie will go straight to 56. Do you think I should contact Anna's father?
Have we got an address?
Well, I've got one in Magdeburg, but it's from a long time ago.
Check with mate this afternoon. As they're divorced, I shouldn't think her pal has any claim. Bye.
That's right. Drink it all up, but slowly. It'll do you good.
Shall I have to go?
Go.
To the funeral?
Everything will be arranged.
I don't think I could bear it.
But you don't have to go if you don't want to.
I loved her and everything, but I didn't see her very much.
Well, you were at school and, well, she liked to travel.
Yes, I suppose so.
Anyway, there's your uncle. He's on his way here now.
I've only met him twice. We stayed with him once in the summer, but he was always so busy.
What about your father? Do you ever hear from him?
We write sometimes, but I haven't seen him now for years. He wouldn't know me.
Oh, nonsense. Of course he would.
I've lived by myself since I was 15. I wanted to be independent, but well, now I feel alone.
Well, that's precisely why your uncle is coming.
No, it isn't. It'll be about business. That's why he phoned Monsieur Bersac.
Oh, but that's nonsense. He probably didn't know how to reach you.
We'll see.
Anna, your uncle has arrived.
Madame. I'm terribly sorry about the news, my dear.
Thank you, Uncle Hugo.
Yes, well, I expect you'd like to be alone for a moment, Tilde, my dear.
This is an awkward business.
Yes, I share your embarrassment.
Embarrassment? Why should you feel any embarrassment? Ethel and I held equal shareholdings in Downie Neutronics. I did all the work. She spent her life going around the world in aeroplanes.
Well, I think perhaps you ought to get changed now.
Yes.
We'll leave you men to your business.
Yes.
Ethel being killed like this has put me on rather a spot. Had the ministry onto me already.
The ministry?
The Ministry of Defence in London. I always thought they were fast asleep. Well, maybe they are. But the security people certainly aren't.
Do you mean national security?
Just that.
Oh. Would you like a drink?
Thank you. A whiskey. 4/5 of the firm's business is in defence contracts with the ministry. Research, development, all very hush-hush.
Yes, I fail to see how this can be affected by your sister's tragic death.
Well, I controlled the company. She did nothing. Before we were granted our first defence contract, there had to be an agreement that if anything happened to Ethel, her shareholdings would be transferred to me.
Yes,
Oh, thank you.
I don't quite understand.
Well, that agreement was up 10 days ago. That's why she was coming to England. So you see, it's imperative that I get Anna's signature on a new agreement giving me control of the company.
Mr. Downie, I don't quite see.
There is Ethel's husband, Paul.
Ah.
He's an East German.
I think I see what concerns you. Your British Defence Ministry foresees the control of your company passing in part to a foreign national.
A communist foreign national. Oh, but I put their minds at rest.
Oh, did you? How?
I told them she wouldn't leave him anything. I knew Ethel.
Maître Bersac. Maître Bersac.
Erich Paul appears. I don't think he's likely to take Anna back to East Germany with him.
I want to make it legally sure that he doesn't.
Well, these custodial proceedings are always difficult, particularly if one comes between a father and child, and she is his child. The divorce doesn't alter that.
I must know what provisions Ethel made in her will. Now, you know, don't you? You've read it.
No, as a matter of record, I have not. Your sister had a will drawn by another lawyer on my advice.
What for?
The situation could have arisen where I might have been considered indirectly a beneficiary.
That's damn scrupulous.
Scruples are often what the law is about, Mr. Downie.
Yeah. Yes, I suppose it is. Well, where is the will?
In my office, under seal.
All right, let's go right there.
It is customary to have the seals broken in the presence of all the interested parties.
But I'm here, Anna's here, Paul won't show up. As I told you, he won't get anything.
Yes, but what you tell me has no force in law, Mr. Downie.
Mr. Bersac, I don't think you fully appreciate my position.
Oh, yes, I think I do.
Paul might show up if he smells any money. But if he gets control of Anna and through her Downie Neutronics, then that's the end of the Defence Ministry contract. The company will be finished.
Yes, well, my concern is for my client, and Anna is under considerable stress.
I'm not insensitive to that. I have lost a sister.
You have my condolences.
I intend to take Anna back to England with me.
I cannot permit that.
We'll see. Anna is British, and if she wants to go...
Ah, you would consult her?
I shall have her made a ward of court in England.
This is Paris.
Then I shall gain custody here. Will you please tell Anna I wish to see her?
Yes, you will see her. In my office this afternoon.
I do not intend to leave Paris without Anna.
And surely not without having heard your sister's will.
I'm very sorry, Monsieur Paul.
My dear mademoiselle, though Ethel's death has come as a shock to me, it's some 8 years since we wrote to each other.
We were going to let you know.
Dear Maître Bersac, always so meticulous about his records. I am surprised that after all this time he still has my address.
We had one in Magdeburg.
Ah, in that case, the news would have taken some time to reach me. I live in Dresden now, but I spent most of my time in Leningrad.
So you just called here to find Anna?
Yes, that's why I came. And now I hope I may be of some help to her.
Well, at the moment she's with Maître Bersac and her uncle.
Oh, dear Hugo. He hated my guts. He should be kept away from Anna.
Why?
He's a ruthless man. He's only interested in money and power. Though Ethel was his sister, they were completely unlike.
Erich Parr.
My dear mate.
When Michel phoned said you were here, I couldn't believe it.
I'm in Paris with a trade mission. I came here just to find about Anna.
Nice. You've heard the news.
Yes. Poor Ethel. But how's Anna?
Well, I don't think she's quite realized it yet. Tilda's bringing her here presently.
Good.
Look, come in, come in.
Thank you. I hear Hugo's here.
Yes, indeed. Hasn't changed.
That's a miracle one would be foolish to expect.
Come on, sit down.
Thank you.
Yes, he wants legal custody of Anna.
Poor girl. Of course, he's completely right.
Huh?
Well, who else?
You!
Me? Well, I've made a good life for myself, but I don't know that it would be right for Anna. Besides, I haven't seen her in 7 years.
Well, that's a great pity.
If she's got something of the spirit of her mother and just a little bit of her father, nobody will be responsible for her for long.
Well, I think that she ought to stay here in Paris. That's what her mother would have wished.
That's up to you.
Yes. Well, now, you're going to stay and hear the will?
Yes, there might be something for old time's sake.
The last of the Boulevardier. You were always a rogue, but an honest one.
I'm always honest when I can afford it.
Mr. Bersac.
Hello, Hugo. Nice to see you again.
What are you doing here?
Talking to me.
I might have guessed. The slightest smell of money, and here you are.
This news about Ethel, it is very sad.
You've come to claim Anna.
Of course I'm going to see her. She's my daughter.
You won't get the better of me. The embassy have found me a lawyer. You won't read Ethel's will until we get back.
He hasn't changed.
Well, I'm afraid we shall have to wait till he gets back.
Is it all right if I wait and see Anna?
But of course.
Is there somewhere I can wait and not disturb you?
Oh, of course. Come in my partner's office. He's gone to London. Come along.
Good. Then I shall sit there quietly until she arrives.
Yes. Use Hugh's office, Michel. Make him comfortable.
Oh, please don't worry about me. Thank you, mademoiselle.
I'm afraid we're a little short on magazines.
Oh, perhaps I could brush up my law.
Oh, there is the newspaper.
Oh, I read it already. Matters needing you. Look, I'll be all right. I can look out and see Paris passing underneath me.
What a delightful man.
Yes, he always had charm, but don't be fooled. Madame Parl was very much the innocent party in their divorce.
Will his arrival make things difficult for Anna?
Well, if Downie has his way, I'm afraid it might.
Henri? We're here.
Good. There are problems.
Problems? But haven't you settled them yet? I mean, you left the house in such a hurry after lunch. What's wrong?
Anna's father is here.
My father's here?
Yes, Anna. He arrived at lunchtime.
The best I have. Anna?
Father! Have they told you?
Yes, darling. It will be all right. Come, just for a moment.
Of course. Well, thank goodness one member of a family can show some feeling. If that's your only problem, Henri, it's a good one. Hello, Michel.
But there's Hugo Downie. It's quite clear he's going to stick at nothing to get control of Anna.
Oh, that man, he's a cold fish.
I think he's afraid of Pau.
Afraid? He seems a charming man, and just what Anna needs.
Yes, but if Pau takes Anna back with him to East Germany, Downie's business will be ruined.
Oh, serve him right.
Oh, no, don't be absurd, Tilda. If that happens, Anna loses the whole of her inheritance.
It's ridiculous.
Now, don't you see that Downie's work is mostly secret work for the British government, and they are certainly not going to allow one of the two principal shareholders to live in East Germany.
You're just making a fuss. I'm sure you can settle the whole thing perfectly easily. You have no right to keep a daughter from her father.
It's not as simple as all that,
I
Tilda.
think I'm going to see how they're getting on.
Do you think Anna will stay in Paris to complete her studies?
Why?
Well, do you think it's wise? Oh, I may be wrong, but her friends seem rather odd.
Oh?
Well, there were 2 girls and a boy at the flat. It all seemed very strange.
That doesn't strike me as being at all unusual in young people today.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, it was all a bit weird. Well, I mean, they were dressed sort of dressed.
My dear Michelle, I don't think we need worry about Anna. I don't think she's that type at all. She strikes me as being a nice, quiet, sensible girl. In fact, rather like you.
Well, she doesn't take after you. Does she look like her mother?
In some ways, yes. You're attractive. So is she. You know, I'm very glad I met her here. Suppose I'd seen her first at the Bull Mish. I might have fallen in behind her, my own daughter. Just think of it.
I think you're very good for your daughter.
Well, I hope so. I wasn't so good for her mother. Madam, may I thank you for looking after my Anna?
Me? Oh, but I've done nothing.
Oh, you have. You've been so kind.
There.
Now, you've done more for your daughter than I ever could.
Would it be wrong, please tell me if it would, if I asked my daughter to come for a short walk with me?
Wrong?
Well, instead of talking business like everyone else.
No, I'm sure it would be all right. If Anna would like it.
Yes.
Then go for your walk. Even lawyers have hearts, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you, madame.
Well, I'm certainly not going to let her sign any agreement until we've had time to study it first.
Surely Downie can't object to that.
In his present mood, he could object to anything.
I got the will out of the deed box.
Ah, yes, thank you. Yes, I did see it. Thank you very much. Well, all we have to do is to wait for Mr. Downie, and then this whole wretched business can be settled. Oh, by the way, he's bringing his lawyer with him, Michelle, so please see that there are enough chairs.
Yes.
Well, now, if you'll excuse... Where are they?
They're just gone.
What?
For a walk. Oh, Henri, he's doing Anna so much good.
But how could you let them leave?
What do you mean?
But I've just got to read the will in a minute. They must be here.
They'll be back.
Oh, no right to let them go gallivanting about all over Paris.
Oh, Henri.
At any minute now, Hugo Downie will arrive with his lawyer, and he will think, and with some justification, that we are deliberately keeping Anna and her father away from him.
Oh, you're being positively inhuman.
Oh, when we wish you to make decisions concerning this firm, we will ask you.
Now you're just being pompous.
Oh, by letting them go, you place me in the most awkward position. I mean, see, they may be away for hours.
Well, then you just have to wait. Ah, Monsieur Downie. And Léon, how very nice to see you.
Tilda, how are you keeping?
I'm very well, thank you.
Henri?
Oh, yeah, this is a pleasant surprise.
I'm here to represent Monsieur Downie.
Is Anna here?
Well, shall we move into my office?
Is she?
Can I take a message for you?
I think we better go into the office.
Now, see what you've done.
Don't hiss at me, Henri. Monsieur Parle is a charming man.
Ah, then there is nothing more to be said.
You only say that when you feel morally in the wrong.
I may have used that not uncommon expression in the past, but this time I'm quite certain of one thing, and that is that I am not in the wrong morally or otherwise.
Well, if you don't tell me everything, I really don't see how I can be held responsible.
When we cross the bridge, I shall take you to a little restaurant we used to go when I was there.
Doesn't it seem strange to you?
Strange? Yes, in some ways. But Paris never changes. I knew the moment I arrived here, it would be exactly the same. You know, as they say, it's the air that tells you it's Paris.
I cannot believe that anyone could behave with such criminal irresponsibility.
Monsieur Downie, please.
Anna has gone for a walk with her father. He seems to be able to comfort her rather more than you could.
Do you want a 17-year-old girl lost behind the Iron Curtain?
Maître, Considering my client specifically asked that Miss Parl should not be put in touch with her father, I think your action seems a little irregular.
Anna is in a very emotional state. At the moment, her father is the only one who can help her.
But that is no justification for letting him take her out of the country.
Herr Parl has no interest except for the will.
Huh. And if you believe that, you'll believe anything. Now, where is the will?
I have it here. We will wait for Anna.
Well, that'll be a damn long wait.
I wish you'd come and live here. Why don't you?
Unfortunately, that's impossible. My commitments won't allow it.
Why not? Then I could see you instead of just reading your letters. Especially now. Now, we're such a small family.
What about your Uncle Hugo? I'm sure he's very fond of you.
He's so dull. He only thinks about his money and his electronic computers.
Why don't you come back with me? I thought the idea might appeal to you.
No, I couldn't. There's my dancing and other...
Well, you could carry on with your dancing lessons.
No, I couldn't, Father. Please, don't ask me.
Father? It sounds so odd, especially here. You know, I was feeling so young. Don't spoil my chances.
Hello.
So you really do work here?
What do you want?
Where's Anna?
Well, she's...
Isn't she here? She hasn't been near the apartment. What have you done with her?
She's out with her father.
Her father? But he's in Germany. Well, when did he arrive in Paris?
We are expecting them back.
Expecting them back? Look, would you mind telling me what's going on here?
I don't think I can discuss a client's business with you.
Oh, you don't? You were anxious enough about her this morning, and now all of a sudden it's none of my business. Well, what's the big secret? Because if Anna's in any sort of trouble, I'm going to wait here until I find out what it is.
Mark! What are you doing here?
Anna, what's happened? We've been worried sick.
Mark, this is my father.
So you're a friend of my daughter, huh?
We share an apartment.
Paris hasn't changed.
Paul, I thought I recognized your voice. So you brought Anna back?
Of course.
I'm surprised. You must be mad if you think Ethel left you anything.
Who knows?
I know you'll do anything to ruin me, but this time I've come prepared.
Oh, right.
Now, gentlemen, please. Will you come into the office? Go.
Who's the guy with the loud voice?
Uncle Hugo.
Take my advice. I've nothing to do with him.
Anna, my dear.
Wait for me.
Do you think they'll be long?
I wouldn't know.
Did you win the prize?
What for?
The most confidential secretary in Paris.
In essence, then, the entire estate is left to Anna in trust until she reaches the age of 24, or else marries before that time.
And you are the sole executor.
Yes.
I didn't think even my sister could have been so stupid.
I think she was as shrewd as ever.
At least you got nothing.
I didn't expect.
Then why hang about?
Major Bursack, I don't want the money.
Be careful what you say in front of your uncle.
Look, here.
Now, Mr. Downie, please. I think we must have a talk, Henri.
Yes, indeed. And I think you should know that your uncle intends making legal application for your custody.
Please, I'd rather not discuss it now.
Yes, but Anna, dear, there are certain decisions that you must make.
You do it. Whatever Mother wanted.
Yes.
Well, you knew her as well as I did.
But Anna...
Please! I'm sure you'll do what's right, only... Well, I'm so confused at the moment. There are so many things I've got to work out. I'd like to go now, if I may.
Yes, of course, my dear, of course. Michelle shall take you home in a taxi. Come along. Michelle, will you please take Anna back to 56 now and get a taxi?
No, I must go to the apartment.
You sure?
I'll take her.
Who are you?
This is Mark, he's a friend. I'll go with him.
Quite sure you'll be all right?
Yes. I just need to be on my own.
I think she'll be all right.
Henri, we shall continue in our application for guardianship.
Anna must make her own decisions.
She gave you the power.
My dear Mr. Downie, I have no intention of taking instructions from Anna while she's still in a state of shock. However, I shall continue to see that her best interests are served.
Never mind, Hugo. You always thrived on making other people's lives uncomfortable.
You're very confident. I suppose you spent the time persuading Anna to do what you wanted.
You never knew your sister. You don't know your niece. Nobody ever told them what to do.
I know you only want custody to destroy me. But remember, if you ruin me, you ruin Anna.
I can support Anna. She doesn't need you.
Oh, communist.
Parl, do you intend intervening in the custodial proceedings?
Why don't you leave the girl alone?
Do you wish to take Anna away with you?
If she wants to come and see me, she can. But I shall do nothing to persuade her, one way or the other.
Remember to keep your word.
Now, we must keep in touch. Mr. Parl, where will you be staying?
The Marie's.
Ah.
Now, try to remember she's a human being and not a packet of spare parts.
You have no further interest.
Au revoir, maître.
Au revoir.
I think this whole business might be better before a judge.
It would appear so.
Well, I'll speak to the court, try for an appearance in the Court of Referees tomorrow.
Very well.
I intend to win. I told the ministry I would get Anna's signature on agreement if she proved to be a beneficiary under her mother's will.
I must have time to study that agreement first.
There's no time for lawyers' quibbles. I have to give a guarantee to the ministry in 3 days' time that the firm is under British control.
Monsieur Downie, here in France, we protect the innocent against exploitation no matter what government is involved.
I'll telephone you, Henri.
Yes, very well, Leon, very well. Oh, dear.
Maître, Anna's vanished.
What?
Mark just rang. He was taking her home in a taxi. They stopped at some lights and she jumped out.
But didn't he follow her?
He tried, but the taxi driver thought he was avoiding the fare, so stopped him.
Oh, dear, so he's lost her.
Yes.
Well, where is he?
Well, he said he'd go straight back to the apartment.
Well, you get round there now and find out from the people there where she's gone.
Why should she run away from Mark?
No idea. One thing is certain, she won't have run to Monsieur Downie. Oh, Michel. Get me the Maurice. Hotel Maurice. Ah. I wish to leave a message for Herr Erich Parl, who is staying with you. Please. What? There's no Erich Parl staying with you? Are you absolutely certain? Thank you very much.
I must see Mark.
What do you want? Why are you here?
I'm looking for Anna. She's disappeared. Where's Mark?
He's not here.
What's through there?
A bedroom? Have you got a search warrant?
No, of course not.
We've not seen Anna since she left to go to her classes this morning.
Well, she's very upset. She ran away. Have you any idea where she might have gone?
No. No. I'm terribly sorry. We can't help you.
What are you doing here?
Where's Anna?
Isn't she here?
If she was, your friend wouldn't be asking.
Where have you been?
What do you mean I've been looking for Anna?
You rang me to say that Anna had disappeared and you were coming straight back here.
And I have.
Well, what took you so long?
I've been checking all the places she might have been. Why did she run away?
You don't know?
No. I thought it might have something to do with all your legal business.
Have you been here all day?
Yes.
You?
No. I've been out.
To work?
Window shopping, the cheaper kind.
Please, if any of you hear from Anna, let me know. For her sake.
I'm just thinking.
These depositions are well argued. I must express surprise that the only surviving parent is not with us. Also, I have some difficulty in that the child has not been presented to.
That, Your Honor, demonstrates the irresponsibilities of Monsieur Bersac and strengthens my own application.
Monsieur Downie, you must not intervene.
I can and I will. The father was too confident by half yesterday. He's already entered into a conspiracy with my niece. For all we know, she's already behind the Iron Curtain.
That is pure supposition, Monsieur le Juge. I must ask for a decision to settle this matter now.
I cannot see grounds for any such decision. Without more evidence, it would be a fatal false step. Tell them to come in. There is a further intervention in this matter, gentlemen.
Good morning, gentlemen. I hope you're not too late.
Herr Parl?
Correct, Monsieur le Juge. And this is Maître Bresson, my lawyer.
So, you've changed your mind.
You didn't believe he wanted control.
I was wrong.
Well, now he's got it.
For the time being.
He only has to produce her for that idiotic decision to be confirmed.
As you keep insisting that he's sent her behind the Iron Curtain, it's going to take a little time for her to get him back.
Rubbish.
Ever since you arrived, you've been unnecessarily offensive, and that's what's made it so easy for Herr Parl to make Anna do what he wants.
Anna's fortune lies in Downie Neutronics.
I am aware of that.
Within 2 days, I have got a guarantee to the Ministry of Defense that the firm is under British control.
That would be dishonest.
Within those 2 days, Anna will be made a ward of court in London, and then I'll fight Parl through every court in Europe, Moscow if needs be. Anna will sign that agreement.
She will not sign any agreement until I've seen it first.
If I have custody, she will sign what I want.
Are you all right?
Get me Hugh in London.
Well, what about Anna?
This is about Anna. That man must never get control of her.
Can he be stopped?
Hugh will stop him in London, and I will stop him everywhere else.
Where can he be? Oh, it's not usually as late as this.
Please, madame, don't upset yourself on my account.
Yes, but you see, there was no reply from the office.
I only came to apologize for being so impulsive this morning.
It's perfectly right that you should have custody of Anna.
No, thank you. I did it partly for her and partly to teach Hugo a lesson.
Oh, that man. I just wish he wouldn't inflict himself on other people. When he came here yesterday to see Anna, he behaved like a perfect boor. I mean, all he was interested in was his business.
I have the impression that your husband thinks I've abducted Anna.
Oh, how ridiculous. How can a father abduct his own daughter?
I also made a very silly slip this morning. I told your husband I was staying at the Mercier. Well, I used to stay there in the old days, and I was so mad at Hugo, I completely forgot I wasn't staying there this time.
Well, I'm sure he'll understand. But where can he be?
You can't help?
No.
No.
I see. I do wish I could make you both understand that this is for Anna's good.
The girl told us that too.
Michelle?
Yes.
Then why won't you believe us?
Don't you see? We're friends of Anna's. Even if we did know where she was, we couldn't tell you.
But suppose I were the police.
Oh, I lie to the flicks far better than I could ever lie to you.
Anna is in no danger.
But you do know where she is.
No. They went off. We were deliberately not told where they went.
They?
Anna and the other person.
Her father?
Monsieur Bersac, you've been straight with us, and believe me, we've been straight with you. But stop asking your questions, because we'll have to lie.
Well, please let me ask just one more question, and please answer it honestly.
Unfair.
What is it?
Whose is all this equipment?
That's your question.
Yes, it's just pure curiosity.
It's Mark's. He's an artist.
He uses the apartment as a studio. He's a cartoonist. He gets given the stories, and then he draws them.
We model for him sometimes. You know, if you read Soir Galerie, you'll have seen The Adventures of Moot. He draws them, and we play the parts. You see, he photographs us first of all, and then he draws from them.
Ah, yes, well, I shall read the strip with greater interest now I know its background. Well, where is Mark? I'd like to meet the creator of Moot.
Oh. You've asked your last question. Now come back sometime, and then you'll meet him.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have already met him in my office. I'd no idea that he was so famous. Well, thank you very much, my dear young ladies. But if anything happens to Anna, I shall hold you responsible.
Henri.
Hilda, are you still up?
Well, of course I am. I've been waiting up for you. Where on earth have you been?
Well, I went to see the girls.
What?
You know, the girls that Anna shares with.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure they know where she is, but they won't help.
Oh, Henri, you look terrible. Sit down. You need a drink, then rest.
No, I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
Nonsense. All you need is a good night's sleep.
Oh, I do hope you're right. Oh, dear.
Monsieur Parl was here earlier.
What?
Yes.
What? Well, what did he want?
He wanted to see you.
Hmm?
Oh, and something about Anna. Oh, and also to explain to you why he wasn't at the Hotel Maurice.
Oh, yes, but nothing else?
No, he just said that he'd get in touch with you later and you weren't to worry. Oh, Henri, he is such a delightful man.
Ah, now, if you're wise, you won't be taken in by his charm.
Hmm?
Erich Parl is and always has been a rogue.
Well, I hope I've got all Anna's things. And I'd like to thank you for everything you've done for my daughter.
Be our guest. She is doing the right thing.
Well, she's old enough to know her own mind.
So you're pleased?
Of course.
And you'll take the blame if anything goes wrong?
Her mother used to say when things went wrong, it was all my fault. Don't worry, nobody's going to blame you.
Good. When do you leave?
Midnight's tonight. I must go. Anna will be expecting me. Well, goodbye, and I hope to see you again.
Good morning, Michel.
Well, there you are. We thought you missed the celebration.
Well, next time I'm asked to handle a case in London, please check the client's birth certificate.
Well, I'm sorry. She forgot to tell us it was her birthday. Besides, we all forgot that the age of majority in England is now 18.
Well, at least Hugo Downie couldn't claim custody.
May I, madame?
But of course. Ah, Hugh, dear, we were wondering where you were.
Well, isn't Maith here?
No, he's been in court, but he's on his way.
You didn't tell him.
No, I can't wait to see his face.
Thank you very much for not giving us away.
And thank you for all your help.
Well, now that you're 18, you're free to make your own decisions.
Madame Bersac said that even lawyers had hearts. Thank you very much for proving it.
Will Maitre Bersac be angry, do you think?
No, I'm sure he'll be delighted.
Married? But she can't be.
Yes, in London.
But she doesn't live there.
Well, they cheated a bit. They claimed her mother's apartment as residence.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Well. Ah, Henri, how splendid. You're just in time to toast the bride and groom.
Anna, what have you been doing?
I've been in London, getting married to Mark.
Yes, no, but I needed you here.
Well, now that they are here, Maith, congratulate them.
Hugh, have you been a party to all this?
No, it happened by the time I caught up with them.
Henri, dear, please congratulate
Oh, well, of course, my congratulations to you both. I am delighted. I hope you'll both be very happy. But, Anna, you've behaved very irresponsibly.
I'm very sorry. That was all my fault, I'm afraid.
Was it? Well, I'll talk to you later. Do you realize that today is the last day your uncle had to give a guarantee to the British government? Well, I needed you here desperately.
But I saw Uncle Hugo yesterday in London.
What?
And I signed all the papers.
Anna, you had absolutely no
Maith,
right to do that.
Don't worry. I was there. Everything is in order.
Yeah, but this is most irregular.
No, Anna is giving you full power of attorney, and I've arranged for Hugo Downie to fly to Paris to discuss the details with you personally.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I certainly need that. Well, to you both. And I must say, I admire your spirit of independence.
A quality she inherited from her father, alas.